Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Harness. Welcome to questplay Skyrim, AZALEA'S Adventures, Chapter 17. I hope you guys are all having an amazing day and ready to kind of join me here for this part. So in the last part, basically, we got a couple of things to do from Urog, the librarian up at the college, and now he's basically like asked us to retrieve a couple books for him so we can kind of help progress the college questline. So we're going to do that, and the way that we're going to do that is, we wanted to head down to Falkreath because there was about 3 or 4 objectives that we had in the immediate vicinity. So, alright, and with all of that out of the way, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Now let's get started here. Right, Inigo. So it's the second of Frostfall. It took us about 2 weeks to get here. Oh man.
I can't believe we let potentials like you wander Skyrim.
Excuse me? Alright, just gonna let that one go. It's the dead of night, so let's see if we can find a place to sleep. Ah, right. I'm sorry to wake you.
Welcome to Dead Man's Drink.
I'd like to rent a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Really like your room.
Also, and you heard any rumors lately?
Have you seen that Shrine of Azura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see.
I've never seen it. Anything else,
She's nice.
floating around town?
Here, take a look at this. Here, take a look at this. People say there's someone in Riften that can change your face. Make you look completely different. Do you believe that?
Understood.
I'll show
Alright.
you to your room. Right this way.
Thank you. Ego? Wanna relax?
What do you want to know?
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Relax here for a bit. Rent your own room.
Good idea. You should take a break too. You deserve it.
My friend. Alright. Alright, Inigo, you ready to go?
I was getting comfortable.
I mean, we've been here all night, man.
You're going to have the men around here wrapped around your finger in no time.
Thank you. What's this lonely looking fellow? Hello.
Excuse me, madam. I don't normally do this, but, have you got a moment to talk?
Yeah, I've got a moment to talk. Are you trying to flirt with me?
Flirt? No, that wasn't my intention. Not at all.
I mean, she just said I had people wrapped around my finger.
Proposition for you.
So you are flirting with me.
No, not that kind of proposition. I meant I'd like to do business with you. Can we start again?
Yeah, hello, what's your name?
Oh, thank the divines. Right, let's have another go. My name is Lucian Flavius. I'm a scientist, philosopher, amateur wizard, and something of a musician, though I suppose that's more of a hobby. I couldn't help noticing that you seem... how can I put this? Well acquainted with the less savory side of Skyrim?
Sort of. I've seen a few things, you know. Did you know that skeletons can get up and walk around? It's crazy. But did you need help with something?
As a matter of fact, I do. I'm here in Skyrim on an expedition, academic mainly. I find the province simply fascinating, The flora, the fauna, the ruins, both Dwemer and Nordic, the architecture, the politics.
Tastes like water.
Trouble is, I'm really not much of a fighter. I know a few spells and can just about swing a sword, but beyond that, I'm pretty useless in combat. Skyrim's no place for a milk drinker like me. Not on my own, anyway. So, I'm looking for someone to travel with.
Even when you were Jarl.
So, not gonna lie, I also barely know how to swing a sword, and I just barely know a few spells, but, you know, I'm willing to learn if you're willing to learn.
I suppose what I'm asking is, would you awfully mind if I tag along? I will of course compensate you most handsomely for putting up with me.
How much are we talking?
Oh, shall we say 300 septims up front? After that, I'll top you up every time we come across something useful to my research. At your discretion, of course. No obligations, save that you take me with you, and assist in keeping me alive wherever possible.
Yeah, I can do that. You know, like I wanted to kind of do some research myself, so hopefully this can prove to be quite a good partnership. Sounds like a deal, Lucian.
Oh, splendid. Here's your gold. This is going to be quite the adventure.
Share your secrets with Siggeir.
Thank you. I'm Azalea, by the way.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Lead on. How can I assist?
Alright, Lucian. Do you know anything actually about the Siggeir Order?
Ah, you're talking about this mysterious monk who paid you a visit.
How'd you...
I'm familiar with a little of their
No.
history. Not that there's much to be found. They're really quite mysterious. What I can tell you is that it was started by a group of Arthmoor rebels who settled in Artaeum, away from the main group in Somerset and Auradon. Their magic has always been extremely powerful, to the point that they're able to make their entire island vanish from Nirn at will. Members of note include Soule, Fear, Vanus Galarian, who started the Mages Guild, and of course Manimarco, the King of Worms. The main point is, the Siggiks are a big deal. For them to be involved with this probably means there's more going on here than any of us understand.
Yeah, one of them did pay me a visit, so... Alright, yeah, I'd like to ask you something.
Sure.
Hey, gossip, bring me a drink.
Can you write?
Absolutely not. I've tried. Divines know I've tried, but I just can't get the knack. Every single horse I've ever tried to ride just throws me off. Or maybe I just fall off. The point is, I can't ride. Maybe one day I'll learn, but today is sadly not that day.
Got it. So, more space in the carriage. Where are you from originally?
Cyrodiil, though I suppose you could probably guess that. I grew up in the Imperial City, mostly with my nose in a book. My family own a small amount of property there, and they always encouraged me to pursue my interests. Namely, knowledge, in all its forms. I spent some time at the Arcane University, a couple of years at the Archives of White Gold Tower, and I've studied at every academy in the city. But no amount of academic knowledge can compare to some practical experience. I'm done reading about the world. Now I want to see it.
Sometimes it's not as exciting as it is in the books, or sometimes it's even more exciting.
And away we go.
Now, let's get started here. Alright, so what is gonna be the closest thing for us to take a look at? Alright, so I guess we could head east out of town.
Welcome to Dead Man's Ring. I escaped
Although...
fighting in Cyrodiil, only to have it track me down again in Skyrim.
Although... you can't ride a horse, you might have to hoof it.
I am here for you.
Well, walking. Inigo, can I ask you something?
You have my full attention.
Tell me more about yourself.
Hello, my name is Inigo, and I am a recovering skooma addict.
To ask you something else.
Fire away.
Tell me more about your past.
I was bullied by the other Khajiit children because of my unusual color and markings. My mother showed me a handy trick with a rock and a glove. I was never bothered again.
That's, you know what? I don't really like bullies either, so I kind of get where you're coming from there.
Yes, bullies should not be tolerated. They soon learned that being different is not a weakness.
Great.
Okay then.
Alright, so we need to head east. Okay, that's west, which obviously makes this east.
Hello. Just thought I'd introduce myself. I'm Lucian.
I am pleased to meet you. My name is Inigo.
Pleased to meet you too, Inigo. I think we're going to make a great team.
Me too. I hope so anyway.
Yeah, well, you know, guys, let's get started here.
Yes, boss?
Yeah, I'd like to ask you something.
Certainly.
Is there anywhere in particular that you'd like to see?
Now that you mention it, I suppose there is. Somewhere here in Skyrim, there's a Dwemer ruin called Doomsbethar. I came across a text referring to it in my last few months at the Arcane University. Dwemerus is a fiddly language, often the same words can have multiple meanings, but I'm fairly sure it translates loosely to bound ghosts. It piqued my curiosity. The use of soul gems in Dwemer automatons is well documented, but no one really knows much about their purpose or function. I thought perhaps this place of bound ghosts might be something to do with that, so I did some more research, but I just can't find the location. My father's looking into it for me while I'm here on my expedition. If he finds anything, he's going to let me know.
Sounds great.
Let's go.
Well, I don't know how long it'll take us to get there, Lucian, but you know, like that's part of the adventure, right? Although we are gonna have to teach you how to ride a horse here pretty soon. It's not overly hard. Alright, so we are just gonna need to follow this road, and then it looks like we're gonna want to take the next right as soon as it kind of forks off. Oh, it certainly is a beautiful day here in Skyrim. Oh, I guess that was a minor fork there. Alright, so the next actual right. What's going on here? Some kind of watchtower? Okay. Well. Ow!
I'll kill you if I have to. You remind me of my cousins.
Oh. Whew.
Kill that too.
Alright. Boys, looks like we have a problem. Where's the other one?
You want to turn
tell him, Inigo. Where are they? Ah. Well, I suppose I should have expected that. The place is called, like, Bandit Bridge or something like that. Whew. Alright.
Hey, don't waste your magic.
Where's Lucian? Ah, there he is. Yeah. Nico. Come on. Alright. All good? Ah, that was an exciting way to start the morning, eh, boys? Actually, it seems like it'd be a good place to get some firewood. So let me spend a little bit of time doing that. And let me do that one more time. Although, I suppose we are going to need a bigger tent. But yeah, before we were so rudely attacked by bandits, I think it is a lovely day here in Skyrim. Alright, let's see. So... Alright, looks like there's a town just up ahead. What was that? Saw
How is that possible?
dragons are little. They're like little like fire wisps. Although this doesn't look like it was little, that's for sure. Oh boy.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you're excused. Yeah, what happened here? I mean, did you see a dragon? I didn't see anything. Oh yeah, this whole town was Laid to waste. What happened here? I mean, so Inigo and I have encountered little dragons. Well, I mean, the dragons that we encountered, they were small. I don't know if they come in a bigger variety. I suppose there could have been a lot of them. Let's see. But they didn't seem particularly harmful. What do you think, Inigo? Huh. Alright, well this looks like a castle keep over here. Okay. Wonder if anyone survived. Hello? Okay. Huh. Alright.
Yes?
Any thoughts about what's going on?
They say that dragons have returned to Skyrim. The Helgen attack does not bode well. I wonder if the Jarl of Whiterun knows he has a giant lizard problem. If not, he may reward us for the information.
You know, I didn't actually see this dragon, but it seems like both of you guys saw it, so that's got me worried. You're right, we should go and see how much he knows.
Yes, information is usually worth something to someone. And in this case, it could help save lives.
Oh.
Prospect and peril have always been bedfellows, but these are strange times we live in, my friend.
Yeah.
Now, what did you want to discuss?
Any thoughts?
I'm afraid not.
Okay. So, both of you guys saw a dragon. Although, so we encountered dragons a couple of days ago. They were beings made out of fire, and they were about as big as I am. Did you guys see a bunch of them? Oh! Ah! The vines, damn it all. Alright. Dead rest here. I mean, this place has been burned to a cinder. What could have done that? I guess it all makes sense now. Everyone's been talking about dragons. Inigo, are you able to unlock this?
Mm-hmm. What would you have me do? I will aid you if I can. It will be done.
All right. Okay. Well, it certainly is ominous in here. Anybody in here? Hello? God. I suppose whatever destroyed the town couldn't have been... wouldn't have left many survivors. Wish there was somebody who actually saw something. I mean, I trust both of you guys saw a dragon, but like I was saying, the ones that Inigo and I came across were pretty tiny. Pretty tiny indeed. Oh, it doesn't look like there's any further that we can go this way. Alright, well, that seems to be as far as we can... so we got turned around here. No, we're back at the torturous chambers. Okay. I was hoping that there were maybe some survivors or something. But no such luck, it seems. Body turns to ash as I touch it, but somehow a leather journal has survived the attack. Journal contains several updated entries. First entry. Hard to believe I filled up that whole journal already. Never realized how much of Cyrodiil I hadn't seen yet. So much diversity, yet so much destruction from the Great War. A lot of history has been lost forever. The expedition is ending soon, and everyone will be returning home. I have one last task to perform before I do the same. I'll send the other journal ahead with my supplies and the artifacts we recovered. Second entry. I've received word from my contacts in Skyrim. All seem to be quiet for now. Probably for the first time since High King Torrig was killed. I should be able to make the crossing quietly enough during the night, so as long as there are no Imperial patrols to deal with. Third entry. So much for being discreet. I crossed the border near a small village near Helgen. Near a small village called Helgen, and made my way up to the Darkwater Crossing. Unfortunately, I can't get back to my camp now because the area is filled with Imperial patrols. Seems they are searching for someone very important. If I'm not mistaken, someone they intend to ambush here. This could be the very thing I am seeking here in Skyrim, but crossing the border in the dead of night without passing through the checkpoints has turned out to be a very bad plan. Fourth entry. I woke up early this morning with an Imperial sword pressed to my neck. A patrol found me camped under a rock outcropping on the edge of the volcanic marshes. I guess I wasn't as well hidden as I thought. I have no idea where they're taking us, but I've been stuffed into the back of a rickety old cart being pulled by an even more rickety looking old nag. At least they let me keep my journal. Fifth entry. Shore's bones, if only I had known sooner. The ambush. The captives in the cart with me. Stormcloak rebels, led by none other than Ulfric Stormcloak himself. There's no time to explain properly. I scarcely believe it myself. If it hadn't been for the dragon, I'd not even be here to write this down. Yes, a dragon, big, black, and as large as the towers of the keep itself. It swooped in and out of nowhere and laid waste to the village and the keep. Oh, so that's what happened. General Tullius didn't take my head today, or the heads of several Stormcloak rebels, but that doesn't matter now. Hadvar and Relof set aside their differences to help the survivors. They went into the lower keep hours ago. Something about the caves to the back entrance. I don't think they're coming back. I'll have to see if I can get out of the city and down to Riverwood. Someone needs to warn them. This building won't remain standing much longer. I still can't believe it. A dragon, straight out of the legends. Nobody back home will ever believe. Oh dear. Well, it seems like we're gonna need to warn Riverwood about the dragon attack. Alright guys, well, thank you so much for joining me today for Chapter 17 of Questplay Skyrim. So today, we made our way down to Falkreath. We met a new companion named Lucian, who is a scholar, and kind of wants to become an adventurer as well. So Azalea sees a kindred soul in him because that's kind of where she's at in her life. She wants to become more of an adventurer. Yeah, and then real quick, next time what we'll be doing is we'll be finishing up saving either Hadvar or Ralof. I think you can only save one of them. But yeah, so basically, if you guys aren't familiar with the Live Another Life mod, what it does is, because you're supposed to be that prisoner who's ambushed at the beginning of the game, but with Live Another Life, obviously I started as somebody who lives in solitude. And so, but yeah, so now kind of like all paths have led us back to kind of where we should have been at the start of the game. So, with all that in mind, we're gonna have to warn Riverwood about the impending attack. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you next time.